Hello, generals, DIA and CIA. I've strung together a whole lot of different information here that's going to prove a lot of things. Okay. It's going to prove exactly what the clergy plan is up to. Okay. What I'm going to do is string together how this ice age or this pole shifts, this impending pole shift that we have, correlates with the clergy plan and how it correlates with the media elite. Okay. How it correlates with the caravan coming to America, and how all these evil motherfuckers. These people are pretty slick, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta admit, if I was gonna do something, I'd have probably done the same thing they're doing here. But I'm just letting you know that I've caught on to all of this. At some point, y'all are either gonna have to whack me or give me a job. Okay. But your medicine that you spray in the sky doesn't work on me. It doesn't work on Dad either, President Trump. I think that has a whole lot to do with Russian pussy. I'll get into that. And anyway, let me start from the beginning here. This is me and Dad right here. We're the two lab rats, me and President Trump, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe this Russian pussy is what made us lab rats. Okay, through no fault of our own. Okay, we had sex with Russians, and apparently that pussy's tainted. I swear to God, man, this is a sexually transmitted biological fucking something. All right, and you know about the flu shot and how you're spraying shit in the sky that's got nanotechnology in it, and it basically takes over your mind. I'm almost convinced at this point that the Russian technology that you get when you have sex with a Russian, and I was married to a Russian, is the antidote. Okay, either that or whatever they did to me at Fort Carson, where them guys gave me a bunch of LSD and all that stuff. Do y'all remember that? Army, you might want to send us to Heather at Army CID, the one that's been bugging me and calling me. Matter of fact, Washington, D.C. called me this morning, and so did Virginia. Find that kind of odd after that video I sent y'all last night. But anyway, let me go from the beginning here. Check out the hook while the DJ revolves it, okay? This is me and President Trump, Pinky in the brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. I'll let you figure out which one's which, okay?
Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky?
Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky? You know how I've been talking about me and President Trump, Schnoodle? There's a good reason for that, all right? It's this Russian technology, okay? I'm not hiding it because I didn't do anything wrong to obtain it other than bring a freaking Russian over here legally from Korea while I was in the Army, and nobody told me not to fuck Russians because my dick might get tainted. But I'm just letting you know right now it might be good because I'm awake and the rest of the country's asleep, all right? And what we're doing here, this is, you be the judge, who's who here. Me and President Trump are pondering on ways to take over the fucking world, okay? Because there's other people trying to take over the world right now, and we're on to their schemes. Okay. Now, here's what I'm talking about, this pole shift. Now, you can go watch all these videos, right? They're talking about the pole is shifting, okay? It's moving at a high rate of speed. The North Pole is shifting towards Siberia, and the last time that happened was a mass extinction event, and that might explain the chemtrails, all right? Y'all are blasting all these chemtrails in the skies and blocking out the radiation because the magnetosphere is weak right now. I get it, okay? I'm not anti-chemtrails, but I think NATO left something out, that there was nanotechnology in there that basically turns the entire fucking world into zombie slaves. I didn't know if you knew that or not, generals. That's exactly what's going on. They're using hidden carrier frequencies and nanotechnology found within everybody's brain to basically turn everybody's brain into a cell phone. And this flu shot that they've been pumping right before elections, yeah, you know about that, I think. I hope you do. If you don't, you need to start looking into that. It's cyborg technology that gives them the capability to rig elections, okay? That's the elite at work right there. And let me get into this, okay? Now, whenever I say that the media are considered elite, right, they were promised to be elite, because whenever this happens, whenever the pole shift happens, they were probably promised to go underground or something like that because they're the media. It wasn't because anybody likes them. It's because they knew if anybody started talking, it would be the media. So they promised them a bunch of things. And I got to be honest with you, this breakaway civilization that the elite are trying to make here, all right, they're not going to want the media in their fucking breakaway civilization. They don't want to dirty up the gene pool, right? And, the media is about the most ignorant motherfuckers on the planet. So why in the fuck would you tell the media that you'd make them elite? Because they're the ones that are capable of talking and they have a platform, right? And they're not going to get anything when this is over with. They'll probably be the first to die, to be honest with you, the way I'm figuring it. Now, okay, so let's go to the migrant caravan, and let's go back to this. Now, the media was promised to be elite, and I'm going to tell you what the elite are up to. All right, you see how here they got all of these Mexicans. They want them to come to America. We got to stop and ask yourself now, why would the elite want a bunch of Mexicans coming to America? It's the old swapperoo. It's the whoop-de-doo, right? What they're doing is trying to bring as many people up here as they can to open up Mexico and the southern hemisphere, right? The same thing that the EU's doing. I'm going to get into that. We Jews intend to turn Europe into a mixed race of Asians and Negroids ruled over by the Jews. They call it an Asian Negroid. And I think it's a psyop. I think they knew that this was coming and this was going to be their spin, right? I mean, even though it sounds evil, right? It makes them sound evil. I think they were smart enough to kind of put something together to make it look like this is what they were doing because it was just evil enough to get people to buy it. But I think what they're really doing is they're trying to get all of the Arabs to come out of the Middle East and invade Europe. And they've done a very good job of it, as you can see here. There's millions of Arabs coming into the EU every year, right? Millions and millions. Now stop and ask yourself, why would the EU, why would the elite in Europe want a whole bunch of Arabs to come into Europe? And why would the Democrats want a bunch of Mexicans coming into America, right? They want to bring all of these people out of their home country down south where it's all chaotic and everything into our perfect little countries, right? This is how evil these people are. Can't say that I blame them. I'd probably do the same thing, okay? Now, this is the Kalergi plan, and what I'm talking about here, you'll see.
Europe has not yet learned how to be multicultural.
Yeah, and look, when I first seen this video,
owes the rest of the world anything it wants.
I was a little perplexed as to why are they doing this. I know they don't have good hearts. Okay, it's not because they have good hearts.
2017 will be in an absolute minority.
Europe is not going to be the monolithic societies that they once were in the last century. You have to really
look at all these immigrants coming into Europe.
We've got to put ourselves in situations where we're in the minority.
Yeah. See, that didn't make any sense to me at first, but I'm going to get into this.
Unrelenting stream of immigration.
Unrelenting stream of... There you go. You see that? See how they're basically... They've done a psyop here that basically covers them because when this came out, they were going to say, oh, yeah, well, we were trying to make an Asian Negroid. We wanted to look out for the world's best interest. We wanted an Asian Negroid. That's fucking bullshit. These motherfuckers don't want an Asian Negroid. Let me break this down for you. Okay. Now let me go back over here to the impending pole shift, all right? Now, if you go back to our original equator way back long time ago that runs across Giza Pyramids and Easter Island and all that stuff, it basically looks like this right here, okay? You see this? This is Easter Island. I mean, this is the Giza Pyramids, and it runs across Easter Island, and you got all these landmarks. Now, look up here. Look up here at America. You know, this is when the poles flip, okay? This is when we hit this next mini ice age, and it's going to get real cold up here. All right, it's going to get real cold up here. It's going to get real cold up here. Now, look down here at the Middle East. Oh, man. And look down here at South America and Mexico. Now, See this is going to be the new equator right here, right? Now, that land is looking a whole lot better than our land that we're currently in, right? Now, how would you get this land empty and this land full of people that you don't want down here when you get ready to flip this, right? Because the people that are down here when all of this happens, only a few of them are going to survive. And what they're doing is they're leading these people up here to the death zone, right? They're leading these people up here to the death zone. So they're taking it out of this country and leading them up to the death zone, right? Where these people are going to die. And then you got the elite that knows probably right around the time that they need to start heading south, right? And they probably got their own shit set up. Now, they've already emptied out these countries at some point. They're trying to empty them out as much as possible, plus there's going to be a whole lot of them die. And I'm sure they've got some interlocks and protocols in place to make sure that the rest of them die, that whenever they get ready to come down here to the Middle East and America's elite gets ready to come down here to South America, right? It has nothing to do with trying to make an Asian Negroid. What they're trying to do is free this land up so that when this pole shift happens, they can go down there and rule down here. Okay? Has nothing to do with the fucking Asian Negroid. That's their cover story. Okay? Okay, you comprehending what I'm saying? Now, let me get back over here to Dad and myself. See, Dad's pretty smart. He was elite. Okay, he's a very smart elite. All right, that's President Trump. He knew that probably the best protection he was going to get for himself and his family would be the United States military. And that's exactly what I would have done, all right?
Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky?
Sure, Brain, but how are we going to find chaps our size? I think so, Brain, but this time you put the trousers on the chimp. I think so, Brain, but where are we going to find a duck and...
Anyways, and basically at the end of the story here, almost to the end, Warner Brothers, right? You ever heard of Warner Brothers? Okay, Warner Brothers. That they warn you. There's a lot of movies that they make that warns people and stuff. Well, let me give you a little warning, okay, of what's going on here and why the only 2 lab rats in the United States are still awake and the rest of y'all are asleep.
Эй, Брейн, чем мы будем заниматься сегодня вечером?
Тем же, чем и всегда, Пинки. Попробуем завоевать мир. Вот Пинки, вот ты, Брейн. Вот Пинки, вот ты, Брейн. Если Брейн не гений, то Пинки тут как Брейн. Посмейся ты хоть плачь, возьмися лес и плачь.
That's the Russian version of the intro. I'm pretty sure Uncle Vlad had a whole lot to do with making Pinky in the Brain. And so did Lockheed Martin. Okay, they're in on this lab rat scheme. Now, let me get to the last part of the person that's in on this. Okay, so the CIA, this is the last person that I was talking about, would be the CIA. And I'm telling you that you can get a lot out of these cartoons. I mean, they've been forecasting future events for a long time. Everybody knows that the Simpsons forecast future events. And I know all of the forecasts because I'm Cyborg. And the computer that came up with all this shit make sure that I know it. Okay, I know this sounds nuts, all right, but trust me, I know what I'm talking about here. Now, MK Ultra, okay, have you ever heard of that? That's the CIA's mind control. And I think I've come to terms with the fact that the mind-controlling CIA's been here for a while because they're probably trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. And I think they're probably investigating the FBI, who has a crime syndicate that basically runs the fucking media, okay? They've basically turned the fucking media into a bunch of zombie slaves, or the media, like I said, was promised to be elite because they knew they could take advantage of the media pretty easily, which wouldn't be in the CIA's purview. All right. So now the CIA was like, well, none of this is in our purview. We don't do domestic ops. And they probably got with the United States Army, who turned me into a cyborg, and I also got Russian technology on board. And now I've got the frickin' CIA, fucking Ultra here that's in their purview because I had Russian technology on board. So I basically got the trifecta, plus the FBI, who's tortured me, by the way. And they're military, they're torturing veterans into committing suicide. Okay, that's something y'all need to drive a tank through their fucking front door, and I can't believe you haven't done it yet. You need to hurry up and do it. And you might call the CIA military and ask them if they have any intel on that. Maybe y'all could start collaborating a little bit. Stop, collaborate, and listen. ICE is back with a brand new invention. Take and inform. It's a hell of a concept. That's another forecasting future events. You know, I've got that video explaining stones I sent you. You've got it on file. YouTube dropped it real quick for some reason. That was that was Lockheed Martin. Okay, Lockheed Martin's been doing this shit for years. All right, but they haven't been controlling people for years. No, they can forecast future events like no other, and they sell people lyrics and stuff like that. And if you'll just pay attention to all my videos, all this will start making sense. Now, here's Mr. Me, okay? Okay? This is me.
Kids, I want to welcome you to rehabilitation, okay? Your mother's insisted that you be taken from your normal schoolwork and placed into rehab to learn not to swear.
I must say, I don't think I belong with these rogues. I attended school at Yardale and had a 4 grade point average. You're a fucking faggot, dude.
Okay, you see, children, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We have to get you off of foul language.
Okay.
How are we gonna do that?
Well, listen here. There are times when you get suckered in by
That was me.
drugs and alcohol and sex with women, okay? But it's when you do these things too much.
I'm really mad at the CIA right now.
I must get back in touch.
I need to hurry up and make
It's
this
all up to
shit
you,
end.
okay?
If y'all don't have enough fucking intel to fuck the FBI and the media over by now, I don't know what to tell you. See, that's the CIA telling the media who's addicted to smack, which would be the fucking technology that basically controls them like a bunch of zombie slaves. It must be addicting. I hate it, okay? I've been on the business end of this gun for a long time now. And when you find yourself a slave, called when you're a slave, use it to gain your freedom, all right? That's a Bible verse. I don't know exactly which one it is, but it makes a lot of sense. So that's why I'm coming up with these damn videos, all right, is to try to explain to y'all what's going on here with a little bit of entertainment value. But it's not just these cartoons and stuff aren't just entertainment value. Believe it or not, this is fucking evidence. Artificial intelligence has been driving this shit for a long time. Nobody's seen it. Now, a lot of people thinks it's aliens. Fuck if I know. And if this technology, if we did plunder it from Hitler, well, you need to stop for a second and go, well, how the fuck did Hitler get that technology? And they say that aliens gave it to him. I don't know. All right, I'm not going to get too far-fetched on you here. I can tell you there's nanotechnology and cyborgs running around everywhere. Now, whether it's alien or if I'm pretty sure it's quantum computers and nanotechnology, okay, hidden carrier frequencies. It's controlling the masses. The flu shot's in play and all of that. Okay. And I think the CIA's onto this shit, and they always catch the bad rap here, all right? I'm not sure if they're evil as everybody says they are, but you got to admit, domestic stuff isn't in their purview. So if they found a guy that had Russian technology in them and maybe struck a deal with the army and Vladimir Putin to use me to basically suck in the FBI's crime syndicate fucking media, well, they ended up in here with the house of hell, all right? Don't forget Lockheed Martin was here first. So I got more technology in me than anybody in the world except for President Trump. And when I say we schnoodle, the reason we schnoodle is because I'm pretty sure both of us have Lockheed Martin technology and Vladimir Putin's technology. I'm almost positive of it. And I'm pretty sure that the military might have gave him some sort of an antidote. Somebody put a shock collar on him. I'm sure of that. All right, I've seen it with my own fucking eyes when we were schnoodling. And he's compromised, and the military needs to fucking do something about it, okay? Anyways, that's about all I got on that topic there. All right. Yeah, I'm probably get another call from Washington in the morning. I might answer this time. Please call me back in the morning. I appreciate it.